Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to close the first quarter of the year, Q1, that's the first 3 months of the year, and kind of do a little bit of a situation point of where my, let's say, beauty budget or my beauty resolutions, how my expenditures and finishing products have ended up in this first quarter. I usually only do like a recap at the end of the year to say, oh, how did my whole year go? But I find that looking a little bit at the quarters is also interesting and a little bit more concise. So I hope you enjoy this type of content. I'm going to go first through my categories and see what I finished or decluttered and what I bought new, not what exactly, but how much. And then we're going to look at actual euro numbers, money numbers, to see how that's going. So I'm going to start with skincare. For skincare, I either finished or decluttered 12 products, and that actually is quite nice. I do use a lot of skincare. I always say that even in my deepest moments, even right after postpartum, after giving birth to the twins and everything, the one thing that I kept doing was my skincare. First of all, because it's something for me, it makes me feel more human. For some people, it's wearing nice clothes in the house. For me, it is at least doing my makeup. Like, that's the minimum for me. And therefore, I finish a lot of skincare during the year, and I use a lot of skincare. So I finished or decluttered 12 items, and I have purchased 8 new items. Now that's a lot, I think, to have purchased new. But yeah, as I said, I use a lot, and I still went through more than, like, I reduced my stash more than the items that I bought. So that's the skincare for the face care, I should call it, because skin is all over the body. Because I have another category that it's body care, and that category, my goal for this year was to finish a bunch of stuff. I have way too many body lotions, for example, and shower gels, and I really shouldn't buy any body products this year, which didn't really happen because I finished one item and I bought one item, so my total is 0. That wasn't really great. I finished my oil that I used for my tummy, for my belly, for the skin postpartum, and I purchased a new oil for my belly. And that to me is okay because I am using specific products that target stretch marks and loose skin, and not just a nice scented body cream. So I'm using specific oils for that. Now, whether those oils work or not, I don't think so. I'm not sure, but I want to say I tried everything I can. I have a huge amount of stretch marks after the pregnancy with the twins. I actually just went to a specialist to deal or to talk about dealing with the damage that has been done to my abdominal area from the pregnancy, both functional and cosmetic. And that's going to be something that we're going to talk about again in like 6 months. There needs to be at least a year of recovery time after a pregnancy, at least that's what she told me, before we can talk about doing anything else. And in that time, I am focusing on exercises to strengthen my my core on the functional side, and these oils or just bio oil for my belly, for my skin for now. So that's now all the skincare, face and body. For hair care, I actually am super happy because I went through 5 items. I finished shampoo, conditioner, and some styling products. I'm really happy about that because I have way too much hair care, and I wash my hair twice a week on a good week and 1.5 on a bad week. So I don't wash my hair that often, so I have to reduce the amount of hair care that I have in my bathroom because it's just so much for no reason. So I'm really happy. I finished 5 products and I bought 1 new one. And yeah, it is what it is. I have 1 new hair product. It's the replacement for my mini scalp scrub from Christopher Ben Robin, no idea. I just bought the full size from that small one. I really liked it, so I bought the full size. And that makes sense to me because I didn't have any other scalp scrubs in my stash. So I finished 5, purchased 1. That went well. Now, makeup. I don't expect, I hope you don't expect big numbers here in terms of finished products, but I finished 5 products actually. Brow products and other things. You see these in detail, what I finish and my thoughts on them during my monthly roundups, where I give you my favorites, but also my empties for the month. So I don't have the detail here. I have decluttered 81 products, and that is mainly eyeshadow singles and some nail polishes. So as I mentioned multiple times before, I'm going through my nail polish collection to really find either colors that are too similar to each other and colors that don't suit me, and decluttering those. And I did a big declutter of blushes and single eyeshadows at the beginning of the year or some time ago. So I decluttered 81 products and I have 21 new products. Now that number to me is big. I know that I have, I think, 7 new eyeshadow pans. That's new Lethal Cosmetics pans that I bought. And the rest is, yeah, just palettes, I guess, blushes, lipsticks, concealers, foundations. I bought a little bit of everything. I look at in front of me and I'm like, oh yeah, that's new, that's new, that's new. I count in here, of course, all of everything that I bring into my collection, whether it's new or previously used. So yeah, 21 products that are new. This brings me a little bit to the economic side of things, the money. Now, I have goals for this year that are to spend less than last year, or about the same amount as last year, for my beauty purchases. I don't separate makeup and skincare and hair care and that, but I do put everything on a list, all my orders on a list, and how much I spent. I also track the amount that I finished. So my empties, I give them a value based on the value that they are online. I don't keep track of how much I paid for them because that would be a little bit too much tracking. I can't do that. And I keep track also of items that I either decluttered and sold on Vinted or income from YouTube. And these are my 3 parameters. And the limit of my spending has nothing to do with the limit, with the amount of items that I sold, so money coming in, let's say, because I still just want in general limit or try to keep down my spending. Anyways, I have bought 517 euros worth of beauty in 3 months. It's a lot. If you think about the fact that it's 500 euros, it sounds like a lot of money. I must say that I'm actually quite pleased with the fact that I purchased items that were, a lot of items that were pre-loved, pre-used, and that brought my spending down a lot on the one hand. On the other hand, it is also true that if I did not find these things used at a good price, I'm thinking specifically of these Vizart palettes that are in front of me. These are 80 euros each. I would not have purchased 3 of them for 80 euros each. For 20 though, 25, yes. And that's a bit the duality of this buying used products, is the fact that I end up buying more than I would if it wasn't used, on the one hand. On the other hand, I get to try more than I did. And some things that I would purchase regardless, I'm happy I find secondhand, because then it's just a lower expense for me. Anyways, all of this to a little bit reflect just on the number, because when I saw it, I was like, whoa, that's a lot. And then again, my yearly target or limit for this year is 1,750 euros. And I personally put away 200 euros per month for my hobby, which in this case is beauty. But if I had another hobby that would take money, I would, I don't know, use that money for the same thing. Use that same money also for that. So actually I have spent less than the 200 euros that I have put away for myself every month. Happy with that. I think I'm not on track to hit the 1750. I think this is a little bit higher than what I should have spent. I think March was a very expensive month and I bought a lot of things and I need to slow that down. I'm hoping that the season changing, the weather getting better will help me spend less because I'm more outside and happier because the weather is better and the babies are older, so we can do more and I spend less. Translates also in eating, by the way. I always eat less in the summer. Items that was a leap. Items that I finished are for 237 euros, and that's not a lot in the sense that at some point I had a reverse rouge project. I have done a reverse rouge project which was to finish 1,000 euros worth of products, and I had managed for a few years. Then again, most things that I use are skincare, hair care, that I finish, not makeup, because I'll never finish a Pat McGrath palette or a Vizar palette, and that cost then doesn't come off. So yeah, 237 this quarter will not put me on track for the 1,000, or actually does that almost 900 something. But still, it's just a good number to see. And products that I've sold or income from YouTube and affiliate links, so money coming in, is 444 euros, which actually that's a lot. But on the other hand, I have been decluttering, so part of it goes on Vinted, what is in good condition, and that means that then there's money coming in. I do not keep track in here of clothing, for example, that I buy or sell. That is also something that I do and that I maybe should keep track of, but I don't, because to be honest, wearing clothes that suit my body nowadays is the only thing that keeps me sane or that keeps me happy to leave the house. So I don't keep track of that, but I have also been selling on Vinted some items in my wardrobe that don't fit me, haven't fit me for like 2 years since my first pregnancy and things like that. So overall, I bought 517 and I sold or brought in 444. The difference there is less than 100 euros, and I'm very happy about that, because that means that I'm not spending a lot of money in general. I am with the same hobby money, I would like to go back and doing my Botox now that I'm not pregnant or breastfeeding. I have these lines that move a lot and stay actually, and I like my eyebrow lift again. It's like the tiniest thing, but it makes me look more fresh, refreshed, and it helps. So the fact that I have sold items helps me with saving up for Botox. And yeah, in 6 months or so, or a little bit more, I would like to do something about my belly, and in that case I would like to also be contributing to that with some of my personal money, because as much as it's a family thing, I gave birth to our children, it's a lot of money, and I think it should be a bit earned if I want it a lot, especially because it will be a combination of a cosmetic and a functional operation probably. But that is all something that we can discuss about another time. Also, there's still a lot of time to go before I ever go and do that. And I also don't know if it's a conversation that you guys would like to hear or be part of. Maybe we can talk about it in a Get Ready With Me. It's just very fresh in my mind because I just went to a course specialist to talk about my progress and what are the options going forward. Anyway, regardless of my belly, this was my recap for Q1, how it went, what I finished, what I bought, or how much I finished, how much I bought, and how we are money-wise. I think it's okay. It's really only a matter of opening the discussion. I'm not going to change much about my habits because of this, but I wanted to have a place and actually do this analysis for myself, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed your video. Let me know if you'd like me to continue doing these every quarter up to the end of the year, and if so, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you have a very great day ahead of you, or behind you if it's the evening, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.